Hi, good afternoon. How is everyone? Thank you so much for keeping it God of Wonder TV, where we refill, refresh, and also resend with the word to the nation. Today, I'm outside here taking a cup of juice together with my counselor today. And of course, as you can see, we are smiling, meaning peace is with us. And I thank God for a beautiful day. I know you also well. And I bless the Lord that today, as you can see from our background, we have something different there. We have a backdrop that can explain everything that we are about to bring down anyway. I'm Pastor Judy Isaac with my guest today, a beautiful lady.
Nisichome, not now.
Of course, not now.
Yes.
And today we have something we'd like to talk about, or we want to discuss about, and we want also to open it to every one of us. Feel free to give a comment, like suggestion or your opinion, whatever way you think that you can contribute to this topic, well and good. You are most welcome, and thank you so much. And before I do it, can my guest say hi? And then from there, we're going to introduce our topic today. And I'm going to tell you that we have something good for you. And you don't have to touch that dial. You have to share. You have to let someone know. You can make sure somebody have heard about this, because it's a very important thing and very critical. And especially in our days, and it's a sensitive thing. So I have been with the guidance of our counselor here, Nyanguthie.
Yes.
I know you're going to learn much. And I know you also been blessed. So karibu sana Nyanguthie. How are you?
I'm very fine, Judy. How are you?
Vizuri.
Ni Jehovah.
I tell you.
He has done it for me. How have you been?
Oh, very well.
Okay.
Yeah, unaona huku kwenu tunakula tu tumekula.
Yes.
Tumekula kama producer bana.
Tumekula.
I tell you, we are good.
Yes.
Yes. How have you been?
I've been well.
Long time.
I know. I have missed you so much. But masan ni machache, as you say. Mambo ndio mengi.
Of course I know.
So yeah.
Yes,
but we thank God we've met again.
Yes.
Yeah. So it's been a beautiful journey.
Thank you.
Yes.
But of course I can see what you've been doing.
Yes.
That's why you've been far away from us, and I will also be taking around our viewers so that they can also see what I'm seeing.
Yes.
And I have some breakfast for you people.
Yeah.
And we are right from Dumberi Center.
Yes.
Hapa panaitwa aje?
Hapa panaitwa Dumberi Center. Kiambu Gethega Road. So to go to Gethega is just somewhere up here.
Yes.
Yeah, so it is on the highway.
Wow.
Yes.
I see that.
Yeah.
You're in town.
Yeah, we are in town.
Hey, thank you.
Yeah, so you don't have
that.
to go looking for us at Tuko Mashinani.
Yes.
Apana Tuko Mashinani.
And apparently I see that we are bringing our children here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's time that we transformed education altogether.
Yes.
Yes. So yeah, we thank God for the fact that we've come.
I've seen Mizizi Academy.
Yes.
Can you tell us something more about it?
Well,
before we introduce our topic today. Yes.
Wow. So Mizizi Academy is a Christian-based learning center where we are taking children from the ages of 2.5, that is 2.5 years, all the way to 6 years. So for now, we just want to concentrate with children that are very young so that we can set our own foundation, and then we bring up children in the way that we want to nurture them. So before we can start to accommodate other children from other areas, from other schools, then we want first of all to have ours. So that by the time the others are coming, they can find our foundation.
Oh wow.
So that is Mizizi. Yeah, it's all about nurturing a child in a Christ-like way.
Yes.
So that is very key.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah.
As you have heard, we are right from Mizizi Academy.
Yes.
This is where we are shooting this video from, and I'm proud of what you've done.
Yes.
And what you are doing here.
Thank you.
In fact, I will take my viewers around.
Yes.
Immediately after we are through.
Yes.
At least they can also see what we are seeing anyway.
Oh yes.
And I thank God for what you're doing. Today we have something. Sorry for that. We would like to discuss, and this is factors to consider on, or when you are bringing, or when you want to bring a holistic kid or a child.
Yes.
In our days, or in the 21st century, we have had cases of kids, children with different characters. And some of them in our society, I don't know. I think you've gone around, you've seen.
Yeah.
And some of us. It's by the grace of God.
Oh, true.
We still have these children.
Yes.
Because
they can be special sometimes. Yes.
I tell you.
Yeah.
Because some of the things that they are learning, you don't even understand where they're taking these things from.
It is true.
Where they are learning them from. Who are they after? I don't know. You know,
because you're wondering, you look at the parent is so easy, so cool. You look at the child and then you're wondering, there's a disconnect.
Yes.
Yeah. So now you're wondering, where are we getting the disconnect
exactly
from? Yes.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And bringing up a kid, they grow with what they're learning, what they see, what they hear, the environment they are in, and such kind of things. And now being a counselor, because I know you've been in these things for some times, and also being a parent.
Yes.
From your point of view, what do you think? Or from what do you think is? I mean, where are we going wrong?
Where we are going wrong. Yes, that's a very interesting topic, Judy, and I think I like it all together because it's very holistic.
Yes.
In the same manner, it is also holistic. It's important because we want to bring up a child in a holistic way, a child that is both socially stable, emotionally stable.
Yes.
That is the kind of a child we want to bring up.
Yes, yes.
And so where we are going, our parents know God, but most of us, we seem as if we have disconnected somewhere.
Yes.
And if we are not careful, then we will end up bringing up children that are a bit that are disconnected with the society.
Yes, exactly.
Children that will absorb anything. As I keep saying, a child is like a sponge. When a child is born, they will take in anything.
Yes, because they are empty.
Yes, they are empty. So a child is a sponge. In the same manner, we say in psychology that the mind of a child, we call it a tabula rasa, because it is plain, it is blank, it is like a paper written on nothing.
Yes.
So what gets written on it is what they see from their environment.
Yes.
Yes. So where is it that we are going wrong? Well, to begin with, I think first of all, it starts with perhaps what the children are watching at home, and it is very unfortunate because parents are not in a position to really be able to
monitor
and to monitor what their children are watching. Sometimes, you are at work most of the time. You've left your child with the house help.
Yeah.
So what the house help is watching, you will not be able really to monitor.
Yes.
So our children are getting exposed to so much. And so the question that you're bringing in is, what is it? How can we be able to teach these children that, even if our auntie has put something that is not right on screen, then how do we tell auntie no? Do we come and tell our parents that, Mom, auntie put something which was not proper, that you have been saying no to, know? How do we get our children to know that this one, in as much as auntie has put it, we shall not watch it?
Yes.
It has to start somewhere, because there have been so many stories of children that have been exposed to media that is not right, inappropriate media, and so that is what has been making most children just get lost altogether. So now we can be able to what do I call it? We can be able to check. And we can be able to teach our children that this one cannot be watched. I have done that with my children.
Yes.
Yeah, as a mother and as a counselor, I have sat down my children. And the other day I told them, I'm also a Sunday school teacher. And I remember I taught them one Sunday and I told them, our heart is where everything streams out from.
Yes.
And there's a gate to our heart. And so the children were asking me, what is this gate to our heart? We don't know if there's a gate. Does a heart have a gate? And I told them, yes, there's a gate to our heart. So they asked me which one. I told them, our eyes are a gate to our hearts. Our ears are a gate to our hearts. So everything, all our senses are a gate to our hearts.
Yes.
So what we see, what we hear will stream out, and then once it streams out, then we end up finding ourselves doing the wrong things.
Yes.
We get in trouble, and so they were very. It was a very interesting topic and a very interesting discussion. Yes. So now that is one of the main things where we are going wrong, is that we have been unable to control or monitor what our children are seeing.
Yes.
And as a Christian, I think one of the main things that the devil has tried to use is the media to destroy our children.
I've also seen it like some of the kids program that we trust our children that this is what you should watch.
Yes.
I've seen they have also been contaminated like so much.
A lot more.
And you're like, who do you trust now? I mean, is there anything, or what should we do? What do you think we're supposed to do with this media?
Yes.
Because even the kids programs, they have been violated so much.
Yes.
And they are learning things actually perversions that you have never seen under the sun.
Exactly.
So as early as they are, I mean, as young as they are, by the time they are 5, 6, 7, they have already started now to actualize what they have been learning and what they have been seeing. I mean,
it is sad.
What do we do?
So what we do, first of all, I think we have to really monitor
with the media in particular.
We were somewhere and we were saying that we belong to the hashtag society.
Yes, hashtag.
Yes. So this is how we fight our battles. We fight our battles by hashtag.
Yes.
So when I see something that is inappropriate, I need to pass it over to other parents, and then they hashtag and they say no. We will not watch some of these things.
Yes.
No, we do not want this kind of media on our screens anymore. I watched another advert on TV, and that one really sent chills on me, because it was on our national TV. They were advertising a drink, and in my mind I'm like, oh my God, what are they trying to tell us? Then I felt so sad. I felt chills in my spirit. I was like, who are allowing some of these things? If only we can have one parent to say hashtag this advertisement is inappropriate. Our children cannot watch this kind of advertisement
because they are not watching on their audience.
Thank you. That is the thing. So we need to start sensitizing our children as young as they are and as young as they can be. And two, we need to also start checking on, because once in a while your child will come to my home. You don't know what is being watched. You know, these things of sleepovers.
Yes.
You know what? You don't know what is being watched. So it is a high time that even parents stop having the sleepovers. We are not in the generation of our fathers and our mothers and our parents and our grandparents.
Yes.
We are in a totally different society. I am bringing up my child in the right way, but they are coming to you. I'm trusting you as a friend. And then I don't know the content that your child watches at home. So it is a time that we need to stop putting, we need to be very sensitive on where we send our children. The first point that I said was, we need to sensitize our children.
Yes.
Case in point, I was telling my children and also the Sunday school children that I teach, and they told me, you know, teacher, we like these matatus that we see on the road. They are so cool. They are so nice. They are so cool. And I'm like, oh, okay. So now, first of all, those were teenagers. So for the little children, they like playing game on phone, and so it's cool. So I asked the small children, how long have you played a game? For 3 weeks, non-stop. You just play the same game. No, it gets a place, it gets boring. I told them, okay. So when it gets boring, what do? I remove it and I put another one. So do you put another one of the same kind? No. So what do you want? Of course, you want more challenge. And then I'm like, so what senses are we using at this point? Of course, we are using the eyes. Okay, so your heart has already started getting bored to what you're seeing on the phone. So now you graduate like that. And remember that any game that is called a PlayStation or a play game, these games that people buy for their children, it is a scheme of the devil.
Definitely.
Because there are all sorts of play games, PlayStations. There's a PlayStation for cars, a PlayStation for planes, a PlayStation for sex toys, for motorbikes, for anything. So how long will your child get entertained by the cars, the PlayStation for cars? For how long? I mean, it gets to a point, gets boring. So they need to advance. And also in between their games, they pop some adverts that are so nudie. You know, I've seen these things happen. I'm like, Jesus Christ. They are real. So if how are we able? Because we need to start saying no. In my house, children know that there are things that cannot be watched. The Sunday school where I teach my children, they know, and I have said this enough time. In fact, their parents they keep telling me, I think you're really influencing our children in the right way. Nowadays, even on our screens, there are things that we will not watch because the children are telling us these things are bad. So that one is for the small children, and also the big children. Now they're starting to get sensitized that because I told them, the devil will always give you advancements.
Definitely.
You know, this one looks cool, then the next one will be like better, and then better, and then better. Then the next thing, you're in a ditch, and you don't know how to come out of it, you know. So now I asked the big children, so there is all sorts of music, nice music, and you think it's cool, of course, as opposed to the other kind of music. So I told them, those things that you see drawn on the cars, I want you one day, not even one day, today as you're going home, I want you to start imagining that kind of cute picture that you're seeing, if only that person will appear to you at night in your bedroom. The children just got chills. And I'm like, yeah, in 1 minute, there's a nice girl drawn somewhere or a beautiful and a handsome guy drawn somewhere. But in that same car, some other weird creature will be drawn.
Yes.
You know, just to make sure that there is, they're neutralizing the hard effect. So I told them, I want you in the evening, you go home, imagining when you're sleeping alone, imagine that person that thing that you saw drawn on the matatu appearing to you at night when you're just alone and there are no lights. And so they came and told me, teacher, I don't think that thing was good. Those things are not good. Teacher, those things, we will stop saying that they are good. So we need to start sensitizing our children as early as they can be. Let us teach our children that they are good friends and they are bad friends. Let us teach our children that there are things that can be watched on screen, however good they are. Because even as parents, we've been, what do I call it? We've been tied to like our smart TVs.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, nowadays we have a smart TV.
So there's no way I want to listen to my great preacher.
Hey.
So now I'm wondering, how do I start telling my children? So I think as technology is growing and advancing, so is the society, and so is the morality and how what we are teaching our children. So we need to be very, very sensitive on that.
And I think on that point still, I think it's, as you said, there is a point you've just mentioned, which is very sensitive.
Yes.
That this has been a demonic scheme.
It is.
Because I would not understand why a cartoon would kiss.
That is a thing. That is strange.
But
what?
I mean, because that's what they do. In fact,
this
like
is
in
cartoon.
it's a cartoon.
Yeah.
And my 3-year-old is watching.
Yes.
And they're like, I mean, is this the world we live in or what?
For how long will they watch a cartoon kissing? Up to what age? Until it starts becoming boring.
Exactly. And again, they will assimilate the same thing.
Yes.
So once they get like a friend somewhere, they will also do the same.
That's the thing.
Because this is what they are learning.
Oh, sad.
And I really don't know. I don't know.
No, we just need to change things completely.
Jesus
Parents
Christ.
need to hashtag and say, no, we do not want this kind of advertisement. We need to have a very drastic move in our homes. Like, I would rather not watch my preacher. I would rather find other ways of getting my spirit nourished. But this thing of having screens, and if I must, let me be very sensitive with my children and let me teach them every day what happens. Because I was actually telling my children, this guy was given an angel. So the angel told him, I've been asked to send you, to take you, to give you a journey. I first take you to hell and then I take you to heaven. So the guy said, okay, fine, let's go. So they first went to hell. And when they got to hell, it was such a sight. Hey, everyone was nice, handsome looking men, pretty looking girls, and the dress code, the music, you know, the kind of music that
they were in 21st century.
They were in the 21st century. Everything was just beautiful and great. And so the guy was like, whoa, I like this. The dinner, the meals were set up well, the drinks were there, everything was just so perfect. And so the guy was told, so this is hell. And everyone was so courteous, like karibu sana, you know. Then the girl said, okay, let's take a visit, let's go to heaven. So when they got to heaven, there was peace. But there was no noise. There was no crazy sounds and I mean, people are just smiling, happy and just relaxed. And the guy's like, this thing doesn't have hype.
Yeah.
No. This is heaven. No, heaven must be boring. He told the angel, hey, you guys, just take me back. Take me to hell. Me, I am sure. The angel asked him, are you sure you want to go to hell? Oh, yeah. I'm sure. I am so sure that hell is where I want to be. Let me go spend my eternity in hell. So the angel of God took him to hell. On getting to hell, the door was opened. And once the door was slammed behind him, reality was hell. Hell. So here is the devil, 7 heads, creepy looking things. And then the guy is trying kujitetea kwa shetani, like, oh, listen, I came here because I like you. Look, I came here. I mean, I don't think this is where I was sent. Yes. But even if it is, I think there is. I found a different setting, and this is exactly not what I was looking for. But I'm your friend, devil. You are devil, yeah. Because clearly now he can see he's the devil. But I'm your friend. I don't mind you. But can we talk things over? Can we first talk things? And the devil was like, dude, when you came here, we were campaigning, but this is the reality. So we have to tell our children that everything that they're seeing on the screen is a campaign.
It's just like an avenue.
The moment you're given the reality of it, your souls will have been destroyed completely. Yes. So we really need to sensitize our children about all of these things.
Okay, I hope we are through with that.
Yes.
Now I've brought my kid in a better way. I've shown them like the way to live and everything. And now here they are.
Yes.
I enroll my kid to school.
Yes.
Yeah. Because now this is where things are, I don't know.
Yes.
This is where things are burning.
At the school.
Because I don't understand, like as you just said, like you could send your children over to my house.
Yes.
But the content that we watch is, I mean, in our house.
Yes.
We are parents, like we don't care.
Of course.
Yes. Well, how do I handle my kid? Or what do I do to make sure that my kid is safe, even in school? That she's not learning, or they are not learning these weird characters, because some of them I've seen and I've heard, I've seen with even like teenagers, kids in high school, others even in P's, they have learned things that I personally I don't even have an idea what is that. But they have taken them from school, they have brought them home.
Yet you brought up your child so well.
I've had parents say, I have never seen my child being a lesbian, but she's one now.
Oh yes.
I mean, like I have never seen this anywhere before. But this kid goes to school, they come back, they are gays, you know, they have engaged themselves into some weird things. And what do I do? Because also, I think also the school is very important, and that is why you really need to take your time before you enroll your child in a school. Because what are the values? It's always very important to look at the vision and the mission of the school, because if it is not going to give you what you're looking for, then it is not worth taking your child and enrolling your child in that school. For instance, giving an example, there are schools where they will not teach any Christian education. I've seen it happen.
You've seen it happen. So how do you expect, what is this that will found a child? Because anyone that has no foundation, I have never seen a house without a foundation. You can become anything. You can crumble at any time. So you have to have a foundation, whatever foundation you call it. So if you are Islamic, then enroll your child in an Islamic institution. For us here, for example, just to mention as Mizizi, Mizizi, we are a Christian-based institution. Yes, because one thing that I have come to realize is that having brought up my own children, my children have now become too sensitive to anything that is Christ-like, anything that is godly. You know, you will find them in the house and they know, what kind of music do I listen to? You need to enroll your child, because the one culture that I have with my children, and one culture that we must and we will ensure that we have in Mizizi, is a Christ-like foundation. Because let me tell you, as I said, if you do not have the right foundation for your child, then it's nothing.
Thank you.
Sometimes you will rather lose it, and I will repeat it, you will rather lose it in any other aspect of life, but not in your spiritual journey with God. If you lose it in your spiritual journey, and that is why the scripture tells us that the foundation of everything is very important. So for us, our foundation will be, are we teaching our children and bringing them up like the way Christ was brought up? What are these values that we shall instill? Are we instilling that a child must know, I cannot, lying is wrong, you know? How do we instill that kind of value in a child? How do we instill hard work in a child? How do we instill things that are very sensitive to our children? It starts with God. In the beginning, Judy, God. You know? And if it does not start with God, then it is all pointless. So for us here, it is about coming in the morning, having our school prayer, and not the Lord's Prayer, our school prayer. We write it down with the children. Let me know, I want to hear, what are these things that a child really has fears about? Is it my mommy? Is it my daddy? I want us to sit down with the children. They tell us their fears. I tell them, okay, fine, we can write our prayer. We'll be making this prayer every day in the morning. Then we dedicate it to God, and let us see God working it out. Okay?
You make it like a declaration
Every morning, and it is not the Lord's Prayer.
Yes.
It is very important to just have our own culture. So our culture at Mizizi, over and above academic, we know that we will excel academically because people are out there. We have teachers that are very qualified, but we get it right. We have seen very many professors, very many doctors.
Yes.
They are living miserable lives simply because they lost it at the spiritual level. Yes. So that is what we really want to instill in our children.
And I think that's what have been taken away from schools and everything.
Precisely.
Yes.
And I believe that when you enroll your child at Mizizi Academy, you shall not have to wonder, what is the child learning in school? What is the child? Who are their friends? Because even a child that will come with values that probably they honestly not really spoiled, values that they really don't have a proper foundation or a foundation that they can really lean on.
At least they get some here.
At least we actually want to have those kind of children, okay? So that we can bring them up. Because we believe that once we influence a child, we influence the parents.
Definitely.
Yes. So for us, it is about excelling both in our spiritual journey and also excelling in our academic journey. And now, once we are able to do that, then it becomes a holistic journey for a child. And yes.
So do you want to tell me, like, there could be a problem in schools where we take our children? Yes,
because it is all academic.
We what matters is academic peke yake.
Yes, we are here to pass grades. We are here to look at it is about what a child is achieving in school. So if you're not achieving, you're either achieving academically or the other direction. But for us, what we want to do is, Judy, we want to see that, is this child excelling academically? Yes. Now, if they are not really academic oriented, there are other areas, they are extracurricular, they can do good in music, because we are all gifted differently. The scripture tells us that Jesus gave gifts, and every one of them was given gifts. So our children, not all of them will be gifted in one way. But how do we integrate and blend all these gifts together to bring up a holistic child? That is the idea that we want to sell to the parents and tell the parents that bring your child to us, to our institution. You'll be safe, that we will bring up your child in a holistic. As a mother of 5, as a teacher, I know.
As a mother of 5.
Yes, as a mother of 5.
Congratulations.
Thank you. So yes, and parenting has never been a crazy journey for me, because there is a way I have brought up my children, and that is, I wish to achieve the same in other children. Okay, and also academically, not just socially but also academically. And I can assure you, Judy, once you enroll your child with us, you will be able to realize, you'll actually appreciate, because now you will know, I think I can tell my child is doing things differently, so we are not blocking out any child and saying, no, there are children that we can take in. It is very sad, because I actually asked myself, when you go to the Muslims, you find that their Muslim schools, they actually even have them. What are their classes? Their classes are called madrasa. The Muslims teach that, they have madrasa, like every day they have to do a madrasa class. But Christian schools, we just have Christian name, but rarely will you see Christian schools having to set aside a time, not theory,
to exercise.
Yes, and not Christian religious education. No, where we are learning purely about who was Christ. Can we emulate Christ? How do we grow up to influence the world?
They are campaigning against that theory thing in schools.
They are campaigning about it. Against it. It is okay, they can campaign about it, but you see, it is not within the influence of man. Yes, so as they campaign, I wonder just how far they can campaign about it. Because at the end of the day, I think there is a God they're trying to fight God or something.
Of course they are fighting God, because they want to bring some other issues, funny things to our kids.
Yes.
They don't want the morals and the values that we've grown with. Hawataki watoto wakae nazo. They are making sure that this kid will become something totally different.
Yeah, but that will not be able to. because I believe the Spirit of God is also hovering around.
Yeah,
and
very true.
yes, so you cannot be able to cheat God.
Of course.
Yeah, they will excel to the far that they can go. But now here is where now the parents need to know, where am I taking my child to school?
Yes.
Are they safe? You know?
So we should not just take our children simply because now she is 4 or they are 4, they need to enroll to school. So we need to take, I mean, like,
yes, get to school, get to learn. What is it? Because even for us, before we even employ anyone here, we will have to have a very thorough journey with them and understand who exactly they are. Not about the CV. Actually, right now we have had so many CVs.
Yes.
We have actually had so many interviews as of right now. But I can assure you, there is this thing that we are looking for. And if you're not getting it, we are not hiring.
Yeah, because I think that's the right direction, because I've seen children or kids even, I mean, like, who have even finished high school.
Yes.
They passed, I mean, like, they had flying colors, everybody's getting a B, G, and A, but they're becoming very miserable. They're outside here.
That is the thing.
And they are frustrating parents to an extent that they don't even want to do. Because you passed, you are a bang taker, you are drug peddler, you are, I don't know, you are doing crazy things outside there, and you are like, what happened with this kid?
Yes, and let me tell you, it is all about the foundation. There's a question you asked when we were just starting, and there's something I wanted to mention. This is the time to bring up, because the world has become so rogue on us, and even how to, and our children. So we need to be very sensitive. Our parents there are so many things that our parents overlooked. For example, our parents never used to take us to the altar and give offerings to God and say, God, this is an offering. I dedicate my child. How many times did you see your mother taking you to church with a sadaka and say, you know? And let me tell you, Judy, most parents out there, they don't know.
Do they even go to church themselves? Some of them.
And let me tell you, most of them, even the others actually, who most of them did. Actually, they did. Mothers and fathers did. Mostly mothers, and some fathers did. But let me tell you, Judy, out of 15 to 20 people, they will tell you, I have never, maybe one or none. They'll tell you, me, I have never seen my mother taking me to the altar with an offering and telling God, I dedicate my child to you.
I mean, they
personally, yes. And let me tell you the advantage of coming here, because now what we want to do is, in as much as we are an academy, we are a school, we also want to create a family. A family that, as we are growing as a family. We learn. I'm a counselor. I will call for meetings and I sensitize the parents that our children are at this stage of life. As you remember me teaching the psychosexual stages of life. What do we need to do with these children? As a counselor, I will help the parents to understand their children better. Okay? As a God-fearing woman, I will be able, and a woman who has walked a journey with God, I will be able to, if I see a problem, I'll be able to call a parent and we have a discussion. You know, it is a family, it is a relationship that we are creating. And I tell the parent, I think there's a problem here. This is the way we need to address it. In a spiritual, we can walk I can be able to walk a spiritual journey with a parent. You know, because let me tell you, parents will spend so much. They will do everything for their children, but some don't even know how.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, how do I bring up my child? You know? So for us here, we are not here to just get your school fees and send your child back home. We are here to walk a journey with you with you and the child. We want to bring up a holistic child. We want to bring up a healthy family. I am married. As I said, I'm a mother. I am also married. I am I am a marriage counselor. I'll be able to call when there are issues. You know, I'll be able to talk to mothers and I'll tell them this is how we handle things. You know, we can be able to have social forums with as a Mizizi family, and we'll be able to know moving forward what are the issues that are affecting us. Okay. What are the issues that are making families separate? You know. Do we continue separating? Then what kind of environment our children bring? You know.
Because I think that's another factor.
That is another factor. You know, children are coming up from homes that are broken. How do you mend a home that is almost crumbling? How do you address a parent that has come to your school with a broken heart? I mean, you don't know what to do about it. So I think I am well positioned to just walk a journey with any parent and any child that wishes to fulfill what God intends for them in their lives. Yes.
Now, having a family or whereby you are concerned with a parent,
yes,
because I think that point, as you just mentioned, broken family have really brought down what do I call it? Like psychology of our children or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
They are like, they are not together.
Sadly.
You can even watch them even from a class. You can tell.
Yeah.
There is a very serious problem. So you have also said you also utashughulika.
Yes.
When it comes to parents and
yes, because I have seen children as a counselor. I have seen children suffer because their parents have separated. And one thing parents don't realize is that the pain of seeing parents separate in children is as bad as they actually go through the stages of loss and grief. Yes, because they are wondering, did I do something wrong? Was I the cause? Will I have done something different to make my parents be together? And so that is really, really affecting our children. And that is why now, that is what now we want to address as well. Because we are trying to avoid to just have a school where you bring in a child and just going home and that's it. You know, we want to let a parent know that in as much as we have differences, you know, life is never a smooth journey. What sometimes you think is so bad right now, tomorrow it will be irrelevant. And I'm sure when we look at life, we try to reflect on life, we realize some of the things that we really held with so much esteem, today they don't matter. Yes, but what matters is what did we build out of it? Because parents also need to come to a point where they realize that life is about compromise. You can't have life all together, you know, like have your cake and eat it. There are those moments where you feel this one is really pressuring, but at the same time, unless it is things have gotten like out of hand. Parents need to get to a point where they can talk about issues and address them in a way that they will make sure that the child is also protected. So what are we trying to achieve at Mizizi? We are trying to say that we are a family, you know, let us find ways of blending in all our families together, the child, and making sure that the child is not emotionally broken, you know. The parent at home is also not emotionally broken, because at the end of the day, a broken mother or a broken father equals a broken child. So that is what we want to achieve. We want to have a family. So do you think it is important that we can also include having counselors maybe in school who can be concerned with things to do with the parents and how they are bringing up their children? It's very important, and that is what we are trying to preach. At every stage, whether as young as they are or the teenager or because now then who is this that, because life will always throw us challenges, you know, definitely it will always throw at whatever stage of life. When you're a child, it has its challenges, when you're an adult, when you're a teenager, every phase of life has challenges. But now you need someone to walk a journey with you. And that is why you're seeing now counselors have gotten such a market in the out there, because people are trying to find solutions and express themselves through to their counselors, and eventually people are finding the healing. But now what am I trying to say here? That we are not just having a counselor, we are having a Christian counselor, someone that will walk the journey with you biblically, you know, because there is no way we are deviating from the scripture. There is no way we are deviating from God. So that is what we intend to achieve. So schools must stop having like academic thing like being the everything that we need under the sun. We take it now, you trickle down and make sure that it's this very personalized. That there is root for this kid. Wow. And that is why we're calling our school Mizizi. Because the roots. We want to start from the soul of the child. And the soul of the child, it has many branches. Of course. You know, there is the child want to grow up in a happy environment, in a safe environment. They want to learn, they want to play, they want to grow, they want to be healthy. All of these. So that notwithstanding also, we also have the Mizizi to mean that we are going deeper as reaching out also to the family.
Yes.
Okay?
Yes.
Yeah, and we are spreading out. We are just not like a tap, we're just going down. We are spreading out.
Okay.
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah.
I would wish like most of us will emulate Mizizi.
Yes.
And thank you so much for what you are doing. If that's your vision and mission, I believe that there's something good, better that's going to come out from this place.
Yes.
Apart from children having good grades and becoming nothing outside there.
No,
and also becoming and also developing a very sick society.
Sadly.
From our children.
Yes.
So I think that that's a very great point, and I hope that everybody who is outside there, you also consider some of these factors before you enroll your kid into school.
Yes.
And also at least make someone else to know some of the things that we are looking for apart from the academic thing, because let me it really frustrates me.
Yes.
And not only me, I know we are many outside
as
here.
Parents.
Yes, parents. Whereby you take your kid to school and they are getting everything in school, but they are becoming nothing.
No, that is
and
very sad.
And now you look at yourself and you feel miserable.
It's very
because
true.
You had expectations with this kid, and you had high hopes with this kid, and all they can bring is a good paper that has good grades, but
Sadly.
no morals. They become everything they want under the sun.
Yes.
And I believe that if we can emulate some of the things that you've directed us,
yes.
and being a mother, a counselor, and a wife,
yes.
and also a director. Sorry,
yes.
yeah, I know these things.
Titles,
yeah,
yes.
I know. These are some of the things that you have also seen.
Yes,
you are talking. I mean, like you. It is out of experience.
I am living them.
Yes, you're living in them. So I really thank God.
Yeah.
And we are glad that you've come to this place.
Yes.
You have really made our day, and I know that our viewers outside there, you have also learned something, and it will be helpful. Just make it known to someone else. Let us educate each other. Let's just know that our children are our future.
Yes.
If they get destroyed as they are, you also become nothing.
As a result.
As a result.
Very unfortunate.
Yeah, so it's bad.
Yeah.
But I believe with that kind of a talk,
yes,
and of course we'll have much more.
Yeah.
And I bless the Lord for that. So what would be your parting short word?
Yes.
Yeah, before we leave.
My parting short word is that parents, let us be very sensitive on where we are taking our children to school.
Yes.
It does not matter whether they are getting good grades and there's something that you are not liking about the school where you're taking your child at. Can you go straight to the office and address the issue?
Yes.
If you're finding that you are still not getting it right and the school is not getting it right, let me tell you, there is no loss. Because at the end of the day, what you want to do is to protect your child against so much. So you can pay so much yet end up losing your child.
Yeah.
So parents, let's be very sensitive. If there's an issue and you're realizing that the school is doing nothing about it, move your child. And if you're yet to enroll your child at school, I think we have the right place for you.
Yes.
Karibuni sana.
Mizizi Academy is a place to be. We are right at Dumberi Center, along Kiambu, Limuru Road. And once you come to this place, I think utaona venye inakaa. It's a good place. It has a very nice environment. I just love the environment.
Thank you.
Environment.
And our slogan, Mizizi yetu, ngao yetu.
Hey,
yes,
I tell you. See you next time. Bye-bye.